Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week. What did I get there? 7 comics, I think it was. Plus, I got something in from Kickstarter, which I showed off on last week's Friday night show. And, getting out of the car after coming back from the comic shop, my back spasmed on me. Ouch. That doesn't usually happen, so I might be moving a little slow here. But let's start with the top of the printer books. We went with a Crossfire and a Howard the Duck. Let's see, Crossfire is number 14 and Howard the Duck is number 9. A Dan Spiegel Crossfire cover. There's his signature down there. And this is by Gene Colan, and I had to look it up. Steve Lee Aloha on inks. I knew it was Colan, but giant beaver. What does it say? When bites the beaver. So, had those two on the top of my printer all week, looking at them. Now I'll put them away and pick 2 more up. And the one I got from Kickstarter is Dean Haspiel's Chest Face. Really good. I enjoyed it. I've known Dean for a lot of years, and I always like his stuff. This one I particularly liked. Chest Face is, he's such weird concepts. It was a stand-up comic who, to make some extra money, let them do medical experiments on him. So they put his heart in his chest and turned him into this. But every time they hurt him, he came back stronger. So that now he's doing a stand-up act as this. Plus, these guys with super bazookas keep trying to hunt him down. But every time they shoot him, he comes back a little stronger. Oh, and I forget her name. She shows up and wants his help rescuing her daughter. So, Chest Face was good stuff. I don't know where you can pick it up from Dean at shows. I know that. But if you didn't order the Kickstarter, I don't think it's going through the comic shop. Let's see what else. Another one by someone I know. The Seasons, Paul Azaceta is drawing this. He's a former Marvel bullpenner. I worked with him in the early 2000s. The newest Rick Remender series, Giant Generator, is that his? Giant Generator. That's Rick Remender's imprint at Image. And Paul Azaceta, who drew Outcast with Kirkman. A little bit different style here for Paul. I would generally call Paul's art in sort of the David Mazzucchelli style. There's sort of an indie David Mazzucchelli whole group of people who are influenced by him. And I would say Paul is too. I don't even know what the book's about. Rick Remender, Paul Azaceta with Matthias Lopes. I guess he's on the color or letters. Let's see. Don't see the pretty nice opening splash. Like I said, this one went on my pull list, so I'll be getting it. The season, like I said, I can't even tell you what it's about because I don't know. I don't remember. It's an issue 1, so I haven't read any yet. Long Cold Winter, issue number 2. This is once again Stefano Cardicelli is on the art. So that makes it an automatic buy for me from Mad Cave. Francesca Perillo writing. Lorenzo Scaramella, I guess, is the colors. And Buddy Bedouin, I guess, would be the letters. Let's see. Color. Yes, that's the way it goes. And I love Stefano Cardicelli's art. This is, I think, the 3rd series by him I bought. And this one, I know they're all kind of these weird worlds. And in this one, like oxygen is at a premium. You have to buy oxygen. Otherwise, you breathe bad oxygen in the city. And this is just like this guy is like, whoever this guy is, the lead, is like a wanted man. So there's bounty hunters after him. Then this little guy here is a robot. And he's paying him to bring him upstate. I think this was set in New York City, like in post-apocalyptic New York City. So he's going upstate to bring the robot to some sort of robot refuge. But I enjoy Cardacelli's work, so I got that one. And then we've got one-page horror stories in Ice Cream Man 43. There's always some interesting concept in the way they tell stories in this. Oh, special guest stories from all those guys. All right, look at that. And Martin Morazzo is the artist on it, and Maxwell Prince is the writer, and what's his name? Chris O'Halloran is the colorist, and good old Neon is doing the lettering. I always enjoy Ice Cream Man, so I'm sure I'll like that one. Then we've got an issue 2, which just got on my pull list, Dust to Dust, issue number 2. And I liked issue 1, number 1. It was kind of a Dust Bowl drama. The Dust Bowl of the Great Depression in the 30s when it hits Kansas. I think it's about this town where the Dust Bowl is hit hard, and this family was moving out to California. Well, I don't know. I guess this is what's happening. There's some sort of dust storm about to hit the family, and they're like, "Whoa, there's really, a drama about that." I don't think there's any magical realism or anything in it. It's just a Dust Bowl drama. Really nice. Like the art, Phil Bram, J.G. Jones writing it. Good stuff. Then we've got, I don't know how many issues this is going. Babs number 5. Jason Burrows and Garth Ennis. They give us the without the logo on the back and with the logo on the front. And this is a barbarian story. Babs right there. She's the lead. She's our barbarian. Red Sonja type, Conan type. And there's a lot of humor in it. A lot of funny stuff goes on. And there's some social commentary going on in it too with the monsters and things. It's hard to explain, but Garth Ennis. He likes his social commentary. So good stuff. I've been buying. I think Jason Burrows and Garth Ennis. This might be the second or even third series I've bought from them. They've been working together a bit. And this one came out 2 weeks ago, Nexus Scourge, but it was damaged. And so my comic shop reported it damaged, and Diamond was supposed to send new copies, but they didn't. So I ended up getting and you can see this one's just a little damage up in that corner. This was the least damaged of them. There's a couple more that had like crinkles down the bottom, like they were dropped on the bottom. So I was like, you know what? They're like, we're probably never going to get another one, because sometimes Diamond just doesn't replace their damages. So I was like, you know what, I'll get it. And this is by Mike Barron and not Steve Rude, but Kelsey Shannon, who's doing a pretty good job of drawing like Steve Rude. This is Nexus. And I enjoyed the first issue. I really did. I haven't enjoyed much Nexus without Steve Rude, but I gotta say, this stuff was pretty good. Not that I've seen Nexus without Steve Rude, I think since the 80s or 90s. And then we've got Blood Train. Adam Glass, Bernard Chang, and Dave Sharp, the letterer. Another person I know. He used to work in the Marvel bullpen too. He's been lettering steady all these years. I don't know what this one is about, but $8, one shot. And I'm not a huge fan of this square-bound format. But for one-shots, I'm fine. I'm like, because I like my comics to open up flat, kind of. But I bought a lot, like, I think, who was it doing? I can't remember their Aftershock. Aftershock did a lot of one-shots. And this is like the Marvel graphic novel format from back in the 80s. Or it's kind of like a European graphic album, maybe a little skinnier. Oh, this one not? Oh, this one isn't square bound. This one, I just noticed that. This one is saddle stitched. I see staples. Good. I like that better. It'll open flat. So that's cool. I didn't even know this was saddle stitched is with staples. Square bound is Dark Knight Returns square bound with glue. I prefer it with staples. So I'm actually happy to see that, because I think it reads better. But I don't know what it is. One shot, I looked at it on final order cutoff. I think I liked the art or something. And I actually, over the next like 2 weeks, I think I ordered a bunch of one shots because there was like not a lot of my regular comics coming out. And I just happened to see like, I get an email of final order cutoff. And I just happened to see a lot of one shots that looked pretty cool. So you'll be seeing some one shots coming in. Let me show you a little bit of what I did here. We've got Dreams of Things 264. With a woman with an elongated face and eyes high up on her head. And a dreamy blue guy in the back. I like the look. I like the look on her face. And the peekaboo bang. And I like that scumbled orange, I think came out nice. Yeah, I think I like the way this one came out. I haven't seen it in a little while. You know, I put them up here and I cover them up with other things. And I don't see that. This one I did on December 12th. So I probably haven't seen this in a month or month and a half. So it's kind of fun when I show them to you. I see them again. But let me show you. This I did see. This is, once again, this one is ink and marker on paper. This one is a print. So I originally made it with ink and marker on paper, and that still exists as black and white. And then I colored this in and printed it out. Now what's funny is, where's the other one I made? This is one I think I showed you earlier. This is my Last Night I Dreamt I Had a True Love series. But I think this was my favorite one. And I think it was my favorite one. I just like the blue on it. So even though I did this and this other one in regular colors, then I redid them in all blue. Just because I was like, I can have a blue, because it's easy enough to change it to all blue in Illustrator. I have them set up to, it's digital color. I don't have to recolor everything. I just have to change it. So I made blue versions of that. Hold on, let me show you. So I now have, the many colored version and the blue version. Not sure which I like better, but I like that I made an extra one in blue. I think that worked out okay. All right, so there you go. Some comic books, some artwork, and you guys have a good week out there.